Another snowstorm hit Happy Valley today, causing the 5th snow day within the past 5 weeks. After numerous sewer backups here in the city of Amsterdam, a separate storm water pipeline is being added to help stop future overflow into the Mohawk River. The grass is very dry here in the capital region due to all the heat we've been having, which puts us at a much higher risk for flooding. Hello and thank you for watching Spectrum News. I'm Courtney REEL. Your top stories are just ahead. But first, here's a look at your weather on the ones. Now, it's important to remember, especially on days like today, if it's too hot for you, it's definitely too hot for your dog. After 4 months of renovations, this Rotterdam McDonald's is once again open for business, now with new kitchen technology and many more advancements making the customer experience here better than ever. Moving over to some baseball now, the Valley Cats looking for their second straight win, starting a series on the road. Although cell phones and smartphones can be very useful for everyday activities, behind the wheel they can be a very dangerous distraction. Hey Marissa, we're just wrapping things up here for opening day at the Saratoga Racecourse. We had beautiful weather, a great turnout, and already are 10 races in the books, with much more to look forward to as the season continues to unfold. 8 of 12 boys are rescued in Thailand after being stuck in a flooded cave for over a week now. Responders are still working to rescue the remaining 4 along with their soccer coach. Against the backdrop of Mount Nittany, the Pennsylvania State University has been the center of Centre County and the state since 1855. Old Main, first known as the College Building, was the university for the first few years. The massive 5-story and 5-bay structure was constructed of limestone quarried on campus. 8 pillars rise majestically in front of the building and create a foundation to support one of Penn State's greatest icons, the bell tower. The Petit Mall serves as a connection between outside the Penn State gates on College and Allen Streets and the Petit Library. Dozens of elm trees line the mall, some have even been standing for more than 100 years. They create a canopy in the summer and a web of branches in the winter that seem to protect students on their way to class. But those same elm trees are dying from disease and are being replaced by new London saplings, and there's a hope that these new trees will continue a tradition.
I love walking to class in the fall, especially when the leaves start to change, and it's really just a beautiful sight.
The university's most famous icon is the Nittany Lion Shrine, which stands ready to pounce on each visitor who takes a picture at any time of the year. Reporting in University Park, I'm Courtney REEL.
The hardest part with this rescue is you can't wait for the water to go down.
Co-captain of the Albany-Schoharie rescue team, Emily Davis, shedding light on the difficulties of the current Thailand cave rescues involving 12 teenage boys and their soccer coach.
Because there's no air exchange, they're losing oxygen levels in the room and increasing CO2 levels. Both of those things are very unhealthy.
Safety measures like those being taken in the Thailand rescue efforts are a main concern when caving and are Davis's focus when cave training others.
To just follow some simple precautions and simple safety techniques. Get your chest harness as untwisted as possible. Make sure that you have a helmet with a chin strap and 3 sources of light, that you have good food and water, that you don't go physically beyond your capabilities.
Now, caving without proper safety precautions can have dangerous consequences, something the capital region became all too familiar with a few years ago. Back in 2001, an RPI student died here in Clarksville after being stuck inside a cave. But it is rare to see a rescue like that happening in New York because of all the safety precautions they do take.
Stand up. Now just wrap it around the rack a couple of times. We have a good safety record. There are very few accidents that we have.
If you do consider going underground, it is suggested to seek out a local caving group to have that proper guidance. In Schoharie County, I'm Courtney REEL, Spectrum News. Fans of all ages filled Old Main Lawn on Saturday, trying their best to get into the action of ESPN's signature pregame show. Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit, along with the rest of the College Game Day crew, returned to Happy Valley for the 2nd season in a row, this time for Penn State's whiteout game against Ohio State. This show was the 6th time College Game Day has made their way to Penn State. Last year they were in the same spot on Old Main as the Nittany Lions took on Michigan. The show's host, Reese Davis, admitted on ESPN earlier in the week that Penn State was his second favorite host site, but told the crowd on Saturday he may actually like Penn State a little better than his initial favorite, Virginia Tech. Fans showed off their school spirit through creative signs and head-to-toe Penn State apparel. Lee Corso even added some Penn State flair to his outfit by putting on the Nittany Lion mascot head during his famous headgear decision at the end of the broadcast. Another successful ESPN Game Day show is in the books for Penn State football. For PSN News, I'm Courtney REEL.